This is a Reflections finale for the Hardcore Javazon series. I had it in mind to do this before I started Act 5 Hell. I want to address my feelings about the game, look back at my goals for this series, and scroll through viewer comments from the final episode. I started playing Diablo 2 again out of nostalgia. It was a late night mood. Diablo 2 is a game I can kinda zone out in, don't need much brain power for it. The goal, besides having fun of course, was to demonstrate the power of an Amazon's Javelin skill set. I did that. One character, forced to find her own equipment, proved she could solo every act and every difficulty. The challenge came not from my character, but in the hardcore checkbox. Playing alone, while tired. No safety net. Overall, I enjoyed this series, but it wore on me towards the end of Nightmare. Think that's noticeable. Especially when I started prepping for Hell difficulty. That's one reason why I said I might not take Alira to Hell. It got tiring before I even made it there. That happens. And that same fatigue is what makes me not want to do another run of Diablo 2 anytime soon. I had considered the idea, but after the Hell prep work, then going there? Nah, I'm good. The game is fun. Outdated, but fun. I'm worn out, though. I've had time to reflect on how Alira's journey ended. I gave myself a few days, then read through viewer comments. Before I scroll through those on video, I'll tell you why I'm good with this end. 1. I ticked the hardcore checkbox. There were stakes to the run, and ticking that box meant I had to be cool with the consequences. Or stupid. The optional setting sparked intrigue and tension, more so with some viewers than with me, and weaseling out of my hardcore selection would be disingenuous to you, the viewer, and to me, the person who's spending the rest of his life with me. Funny that. 2. It was a good, fair death. The game didn't glitch on me. I didn't get blindsided by a pack of what the fuck. No bullshit combination of unique special abilities, no horrific or asinine or panicking situation. I fought the Hell Ancients, something I knew could kill me. And that's what I said in the opening of Act 5 Hell. With a character reliant on damage avoidance procs because of her low health. I elected not to take it slow, because I didn't want to do any backtracking, because I didn't want to have to restart the fight, and because I saw a real chance to end that fight. It wasn't the best opening, but it was an opening. That wasn't suicide. And I definitely could have won that exchange. I trusted in my reflexes. My reflexes weren't good enough. Like I said, I knew better, and I did it anyway. But I'm not angry. I earned that result. And I'd trust in myself and my reflexes all over again. Probably straight to another death. 3. The end tells a great story. This is definitely the role player in me. Alira gets cut down by the Ancients. These Ancients are defending the World Stone. But the World Stone is doomed because Baal, the Lord of Destruction, is going to create some hell portal and merge realities. As you do. Baal normally would have had to fight the Ancients, and you can imagine the Ancients really wanted to fight Baal. But Baal got to skip that fight thanks to Nilathak. Nilathak was the last surviving Elder of Harrogath. The other elders sacrificed themselves to cast a protective spell around the city or something. Well, Nilathak decided that wasn't good enough, because he traded a holy totem, the relic of the Ancients, to Baal. This gives Baal a get-out-of-Ariad Summit free card, and supposedly spares Harrogath. Yep. So Nilathak's desperate betrayal effectively dooms everyone, especially Alira, whom the Ancients killed. Yeah. So that's pretty fucked up. You think the Ancients are out of a job soon? I don't know about that. They might be tethered to that summit forever. You know, you reflect back like 17 generations from now, and there they are still defending the entrance to the World Stone Keep Hellgate. Good for them. Meanwhile, ya boy Tyrael, I don't know, maybe he suicide dives on the keep. We know that in the good reality, he was gonna destroy the World Stone anyway, thanks to Bale's corruption. But that makes you think, how does Tyrael get into the World Stone keep? Does he have to fight the Ancients? Or can he just use his heavenly wing bullshit angel powers to skip it? Because that sounds like aid Alira could have really used. Ultimately, this tragedy could have been prevented were it not for Tyrael. Biggest chump ever. As I have thoroughly exclaimed throughout this entire series. Especially because Tyrael blamed Marius. Dude, come on. You expect Marius to travel to the Hellforge to destroy the Soulstone of a prime evil? Yeah, okay. I'm sure that will perfectly go well. Marius will never disappoint. Mission accomplished. Idiot. Anyway, like I said, great story. The villain wins in tragic, heartbreaking fashion. Diablo 3 gets set in a hellscape where, instead of like the World Stone being destroyed, which means that heaven and hell can interfere with Sanctuary again, fucking the Sanctuary is melding with hell, where the world is frantically fighting to undo what the Lord of Destruction has wrought, which is exactly what it says on the fucking tin, Lord of Destruction, right? Sounds pretty interesting to me. Maybe you get some lore or have an encounter with Nilathak the Betrayer, in whatever form he's in at that moment, and his ultimate fate. And Tyrael? Well, I'm sure, just like life, he finds a way no matter what. I mean, he found a way in the actual Diablo 3, bastard. That's the real tragedy. Tyrael's like a GM's Mary Sue. No, well, take the good with the bad, right? Now, let's crack open these comments. We have Zergling Wasteland here. You have brass balls to not have re-rolled the Might Aura Enchanted Matafaka and an extra strong garlic. Yeah. Yeah. Didn't want to backtrack. Thought I had a good chance. Rip in peace. Devastating. I literally screamed out loud when you died. You are doing far better than I did my first romp against them. Hell Ancients don't fuck around. Super enjoyable run. No! Rip in peace, so close. Rip. Rip, it was a great run. She became the victim of your stubbornness. You know, if you had something efficient for dealing with immunes, that would have not happened. Yes, because that's why Alira died. She died because of lightning immunes. That's exactly what killed her. Still, I admire your bravery to tank that guy. All pro players that I watched avoid that guy like the plague when they do hardcore. Wow, sneaky, sneaky, so you had backups? I bet it is messing with your ego not being able to finish this. Yes, of course. That's exactly what's happening. You caught me. Bro, I've been recording for... You know every good and non-condescending put-down begins with bro, right? I've been recording for what? Over 8.5 years? I've been playing games for a very... I mean, my mom was a gamer, so I've had access to consoles for as long as I can remember. Throughout all of my series, I make saves upon saves and backups of those saves. Because I know at any moment something could glitch and a save could corrupt. That's possible in Diablo 2. I know folks who've lost their saves because something happened to the game and it crashed or their computer crashed while transitioning between town portals. And I didn't have the realms to back up the character. My Dropbox is like full of like my saves from like Crusader No Remorse and like the Thief 2 series and of course this one. Because, especially since my computer's been gasping and shuddering along. That's called intelligence. Nikki, the same person who wanted me to welch on the hardcore rules. Nikki, the same person who wanted me to drop everything I was doing and become a Boazon in the hardcore Javazon series. You didn't make it a sight farther than anyone expected. Here lies Alira. She knew better, but she did it anyway. Obituary. Alira the Amazon, hater of lightning immune monsters, cause of death, knowing better, but still wading into Corlix's range. You monster, now Tyrael will have to get off his lazy butt and die to those ancients himself. How dare I make him apply himself. What a coincidence that you would upload this video the very day I lost all of my Diablo 2 saves to a file system fuck-up. It's like poetry. It rhymes. Yeah, stuff like that's why I back up my saves, especially a series I record. In the arms of an angel. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Thought Whirlwind would have got you, and did you know better? I've enjoyed viewer interaction throughout this series. It's been nice. Anyway, that does take care of the show. A Hardcore Javazon is in the books, and I have no interest in delving into another Diablo 2 series anytime soon, because hell tapped me out. Just prepping for it tapped me out. There is one final aside, a tangent worth mentioning. During this series, and this has been true before this series, but essentially like popped up during this series, and numerous viewers asked me about Grim Dawn and about Path of Exile. Now, Grim Dawn came out in 2016, I think. Warlord Malcasvia told me about it. He's done like several... He's played it a bit and recorded videos of it on his channel. And I've told viewers, it's like I've looked at Grim Dawn and gone, I don't know, man. Look, I don't know. Well, last month there was a sale on the game, and this month, actually, there's a sale on it right now, too. So I thought, oh, what the hell, I'll give it a try. I got some spare shekels kicking around. I picked up the game. I picked up the Ashes of Malmouth expansion. I've cleared through, like, the base game, and I'm working through the expansion. And just several days ago, I picked up Crucible mode, and... game is... there's a lot of jogging in that game. It's intricate, it's neat, but this certainly would not be... I don't really feel like playing that game on another difficulty with my current character, let alone starting a new one for that series. Man, a lot of jogging in that one. Not a bad game, though, but... Path of Exile is still a bleh for me. Just thought I'd update on that. I'm off, though, to go... insult Tyrael somewhere else. Fucking Mary Sue's, man. Take care, everyone. I'll talk to you all for future Let's Get On With It endeavors.